You're standing at the counter, and the man across from you slides a piece of paper forward. Pre-approved, 0% for 18 months. You slide it back. No thanks, he shrugs. You walk out feeling clean, disciplined, untouchable. You've done this 11 times now. Cars, furniture, buy now, pay later at checkout, a business loan a friend offered to co-sign. 11 times you said no, and you've never once asked what saying no was actually costing you. Here's what nobody tells you about being debt-free. It started simple. You watched people around you drown, car payments stacked on credit cards, stacked on just this once loans. You promised yourself you wouldn't be one of them. So you built a rule. If you can't pay cash, you don't buy it. No loans, no financing, no special offers. You paid for your car in one lump sum, used, older than you'd have liked, but yours. You waited 8 months to buy a couch instead of financing it over 2 years. You watched coworkers get 0% financing on laptops and phones and said nothing, just kept saving. The average American household carries over $6,000 in credit card debt alone. You weren't going to be that statistic. And honestly, it was the smartest move in the room. Every financial guru would have nodded along, but discipline doesn't automatically mean optimization. Saying no isn't free, it just hides its price differently. The first year feels incredible. No payment due dates, no interest ticking away in the background. Your bank balance only moves one direction after payday, up. You tell people your secret, and they look at you like you've figured something out they haven't. You start saving aggressively. Every dollar you're not sending to a lender goes straight into your checking account. No minimum payments, no APR, no calls from collections, just you and your money, uncomplicated. There's a real upside here, and it's not fake. You never once lie awake doing math about whether you can afford this month's bills. That piece is real, but there's something underneath that you haven't looked at yet. Every time you paid cash up front, your money left your hands completely, all at once, all in one place. It stopped being available for anything else the moment you spent it. Most people stop paying attention around here. That's the first problem. 2 years in, nothing dramatic happens. That's exactly the point. You keep buying in cash. A used car, replacing the first one. A laptop paid in full the day you bought it. A kitchen renovation you saved 11 months for instead of financing over 3 years at low interest. Every purchase, fully paid, fully yours, immediately. Here's the quiet math nobody hands you at the counter. While you were pulling $5,000 out of your account in one shot to pay cash for that renovation, that same $5,000, if left invested instead, earning even a modest 7% average annual return, would have grown to roughly $7,000 over 5 years. Every time you paid cash instead of financing at a low or zero rate and investing the difference, you weren't avoiding a cost. You were trading one. You don't feel this happening. There's no statement that shows you the version of your life where that money kept compounding instead of leaving all at once. That's what makes it invisible. It doesn't subtract itself loudly. It just never gets the chance to grow. I know what you're thinking, that this sounds like an argument for going into debt. It isn't. But we're not at the important part yet. Your friend, the one who took that 0% financing offer on a laptop 2 years ago, did something you didn't. He financed it interest-free and put the cash he would have spent into an index fund instead. He's not richer because he borrowed. He's richer because he let 2 different pools of money work at the same time instead of colliding them into one. Year 5. You run the numbers for the first time. Really run them side by side, not just debt bad, cash good. Every large purchase you made in cash, total spent, roughly $41,000 over 5 years, all paid immediately, all pulled straight from savings the moment you had enough. Now the version that didn't happen if you'd financed those same purchases at 0% or low promotional rates, which were offered to you every single time, and invested the equivalent cash instead, letting it grow at a modest market average, you'd be sitting on close to $58,000 in investments today, still owing nothing extra, because the financing was interest-free. Same discipline, same spending, completely different outcome. The difference isn't $17,000 of loans, it's $17,000 of growth you opted out of every time you said no on principle instead of checking the terms. This is the part people don't simulate before they decide. Here's the simulation result, side by side. Version 1, the one you actually lived. Zero debt, $41,000 spent in cash over 5 years. Savings account modest but steady, roughly $9,000 today. Version 2, the one that never happened. Same purchases, financed at 0%, were offered. The freed up cash invested instead, same discipline, same spending habits. Net worth today, approximately $58,000. Still debt-free the moment each 0% term ended, because you'd have paid the loans off on schedule either way. The gap isn't about being reckless. It's about treating every loan offer as morally identical. The predatory 19% card and the genuinely free 18-month financing lumped into the same no. One of those was a trap. The other was a tool sitting on the counter that you walked past every time. Refusing every loan didn't protect you from debt. It protected you from ever having to learn the difference between debt that costs you and debt that costs nothing while your money works somewhere else. None of this makes you foolish. You did the responsible thing with the information you had. Most people who go the other direction don't check the terms either. They just say yes to everything and drown. You avoided that. That's real and it matters. Here's the one thing to do differently next time. Before you say no to a loan offer on principle, read the terms for 30 seconds. Not to say yes automatically, to check if it's actually zero or low interest, and if so, ask what that freed up cash could do instead of sitting still. The rule shouldn't be never borrow. The rule should be know exactly what each offer costs before you decide what it's worth. Discipline got you out of danger. It just never told you there was a second door in the room. That's what no one shows you. Until now. Next week we're simulating what actually happens if you never check your credit score at all, not once, for 10 years. If you want to see what that number quietly becomes without you watching it, subscribe. It's free, and it might matter.